Okay, wacky weather again today. It's actually not raining in some parts and raining in others. The one I'm in right now happens to be raining. Let's see if I can find a dry spot or not. And what I read today, what's going on again with that Delta Airlines? Apparently there was a plane that had to be evacuated because smoke started to fill up in the cabin. As well, people were posting pictures and videos online and just in general in terms of what happened. Apparently, one of the Delta Airlines flight encountered a frightening incident at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, and passengers on a Boeing 717-200 was scheduled to fly to Columbia Metropolitan Airport, and they were forced to evacuate the aircraft using emergency slides after the cabin filled with smoke or a thick haze shortly after departure. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Shortly after departure, and then apparently because of that, the plane returned to the airport around 9 a.m. and they said this was uncovered because the staff was following standard, operational procedures. That's when they noticed it. And it said the reports indicate that the passengers used their clothes to cover their faces as the haze spread through the cabin, creating a tense and chaotic scene.
Tower, Delta 876 emergency.
Delta 876, state of request.
Got smoke in the cabin and need to plan a return back.
Delta 876, contact 12565. They'll bring you back around. It's walkway aircraft waiting to depart runway 27 right. Just a slight delay for one departure that needs to come back to the airport.
Departure Delta 876, emergency 2000. I'd like to level up 4000. Come back to the airport.
This airline isn't getting any breaks, huh? And then apparently it says the FAA confirmed everything was safe, and I would suppose afterwards they're going to investigate this, but what the heck is going on? It's almost too coincidental with all of these incidents in recent times, huh? Although with that said, the company Boeing was in the news a lot in terms of all their incidents in relations to aircrafts, for example, falling apart for whatever reason. But how about this one? Apparently, it sounds like they want to exit the drone space in some ways. This one says, Boeing seeks buyers for Insitu drone unit and push to shed assets. Boeing Co. has hired an advisor to market a defense subsidiary that manufactures small, long-range military drones as the plane maker looks to unload businesses that aren't central to its core commercial and defense operations, according to people familiar with the talks. Insitu Inc., which Boeing acquired in 2008, is drawing interest from private equity firms and corporate buyers, said the people who asked not to be identified because the discussions are confidential. The business, which makes drones used by Ukraine's military, could fetch about $500 million, according to Jefferies analysts. Under new Chief Executive Officer Kelly Ortberg, Boeing is taking a close look at its defense division's autonomous systems in a broader effort to focus its operations. Boeing also tested buyer interest in its Orca drone submarines last year before deciding not to part with the unit, said two of the people. Insitu is a pioneer in developing small uncrewed aircraft systems such as its Scan Eagle surveillance and reconnaissance drone. The unmanned aircraft is small enough to be carted in a pickup truck and capable of remaining airborne for 18 hours. Well, maybe that's a good idea because, again, they had all those incidents where it seemed like quality control just fell off the roof for whatever reason. Will this make them actually focus in ensuring their products are up to par? And I guess with military drones and so forth, more news about war and stuff still going on. It says Russia launches war's largest drone attack in Ukraine. Kyiv says Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky said on Sunday that Russia launched more than 200 drones in an overnight attack, the largest of the war, as he condemned Russia's aerial terror and called for unity among Ukraine's allies. On the eve of the third anniversary of the full-scale war, Russia launched 267 attack drones against Ukraine, the largest attack since Iranian drones began striking Ukrainian cities and villages. Ukraine's Air Force said in a statement that 138 of the drones were downed and another 119 disappeared from radars after being jammed by electronic warfare, adding that Russia also launched 3 ballistic missiles. Damages were reported in 5 regions of Ukraine. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any stop to this anyways. All right. See you guys later.